My name is Patricia Gaughran, and at the age of 23 I fell pregnant on my second child. I was at the hands of an abusive partner, and I didn't get a choice in my child's life. He was threatening to take my son off me because I was so down and depressed about being pushed into an abortion. I got very, very low. He told me that he'd take my son off me, that he'd report me to social workers. He would do anything really to take my son from me if I didn't have the abortion. Before I even went on that operating table to have that abortion, that I was going to regret this for the rest of my life, but I was so afraid to come off that plane pregnant after being in an abusive relationship. So as soon as I woke up from my abortion, I just went into a depression. I couldn't bear the thoughts of not having my child with me. I pined for my child for the last 12 and a half years. I was literally breaking inside because that was my child, and I didn't get a say in my child's life because of someone so abusive. I remember walking in, and my partner at the time was there, and he said to me, "Did you get rid of it?" After the abortion, even before the abortion, I'd no support. I'd no mum and no dad and to support me in any way at all. It has been the biggest regret of my life. I have went downhill. Depression, anxiety, suicide, drinking, drugs, you name it. I done everything not to feel that pain. And I just remember picking my son up, who was 3 months old at the time, and I remember taking him and just holding him so close, and I was pulled between these two people. You know, it was to be alive for this and just to go and be with my son who was dead. It was relief. I was just so happy. It was healing for me that I could actually name my son. No child gets a name that's aborted. They don't even get a birth cert. They don't even get a grave. You know, to me, to actually give my son a name was probably the best thing that I ever did. It's so hard to explain. I couldn't, because he wasn't with me. And it's only when I remember one night lying in bed, it was, I says, why doesn't my child deserve a name? Why doesn't he? I named him Daniel, and Daniel's birthday should have been last month, April, and Daniel should have been 12.